What's going on, family? Listen, your vibe attracts your tribe. Community is about connectivity. I want you to make sure that you're part of this amazing Eagles Academy that really shows you how to soar into success and purpose. It's all about equipping you with the mindset, the skill set, and the tool set to be an asset in any environment. I want to give you the strategy, the structure, the solutions, the systems to really unveil your greatness, to grow your greatness in such an amazing way so that you can experience transformation in any industry. The ideas, the impact, the influence all takes place in our amazing Eagles Academy with so many incredible, influential minds that you need to connect to and you need to connect with. Join us right now, theeaglesacademy.com. Go get registered to join us right now. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up, family? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Welcome to the Mix at 6. We are in the Mix at 6. I need you to drop some fire emojis if you are excited and you just can't hide it. Yes, yes, yes. We are in the mix at not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but at 6. Empowering you to soar into success and purpose each and every single day right here, Monday through Friday. Of course, on the digital airwaves of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, we're locked in, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop all the way over to YouTube. Did you make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, drop your city in the comments section. Let me know where you're watching from. As you're tuning in, you know your timeline could be someone's lifeline. Invite somebody in. Encourage somebody. Do me a favor. Share if you care. Share if you care. Since you're here and you care, I need you to make sure that you share this with somebody. Share it with somebody. You know I'm all about making impact. My goal is to empower you and show you how to reach yours. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's go. Listen, if you're ready, let's jump right on into it. If you're ready, type let's go. If you're ready, type let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Let's grow. Detroit, Milwaukee is here. Atlanta's here. Colorado is here. The Texas, the list goes on and on and on. We've been in the series entitled Purpose Partner. Yes. And today we're jumping into part 3. But here's the thing. Before we do that, let me hit the rewind button. Have you been getting something from the series? Has the series been a serious impact? Has the series made a serious impact on you. I hope so. I hope so. Part one, we made it do what it do. Part two, you already know what happened. Part three, it's going to be even better. Let's go as we embark on part three today. We're embarking on part three. Before we do that, we got to hit the rewind button. Let me take that and rewind it back to part two. What did I talk about? Gonna make it do what it do. Give you a little quick recap on that. I mentioned in part two of purpose partner. That's what we're talking about. Purpose partner. Just type purpose partner. Type that. Purpose partner. That's what I want you to do. I want you to type purpose partner. Mention that you'll never be free for until you're free from. Right? You'll never be free for your future until you're free from your past. You got to understand this. You'll never be free for transformation until you're free from the traumatic situation. A lot of us are delivered, but we're not healed. You're out of the hands of an abuser, but you're still dealing with the ramifications of the abuse because what happened mentally did even more damage than what you experienced physically. You never be free for your destiny until you're free from the devastation. As I mentioned last time about the desires of a purpose partner. Here's the thing that you have to understand about a purpose partner. A purpose partner, what a purpose partner wants, a purpose partner wants more for you than they want from you. A purpose partner wants more for you, not just more from you. They want more for you than they want from you. They want to give more to you than they take from you. And here's the thing that I realize. A lot of us don't know what it's like to have a purpose partner. We don't know what it's like to have a purpose partner because we know what it's like to have somebody who doesn't embrace us, doesn't love us, doesn't recognize our value, doesn't know our worth. And as a result, here's what we do. We now settle for it. Due to the gaslighting, due to all the ill effects, to where we feel as if we don't deserve anything better. We feel as if we don't deserve more. So we never aspire higher. Right? A lot of us don't know what it's like to have a purpose partner. And if we did, we couldn't even recognize the signs. We couldn't recognize the signs of a purpose partner in the daytime with a flashlight. Why? Because we're so used to attachments, but not assignments. So here's what we settled for. We settled for having a pattern partner. We settled for having a petty partner. Settled for having a passion partner. I can't get no help in here. Are you understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth? Generally, they lack in the emotional intelligence department. Their E is on empathy. Their empathy is on E. Their attitude is, I don't care if you got to work. Find a way to make it work. Their attitude is, my money is my money. Your money is my money. Because their empathy is on E, this is their attitude. My time is my time, and your time is my time. If you can't say amen, say ouch. See, we have to discern the difference between attachments and assignments. Attachments are typically those who want something from you. Assignments, matter of fact, let me say a little something else on this. I get to the assignments. Attachments, they just want something from you. They're going to drain you. They're going to withdraw from you. They're going to leave you high and dry. They're going to leave you empty, not even high and dry, low and dry. They're going to leave you empty. They're going to hang you out to dry, right? Assignments on the other side, on the other hand, assignments want more for you. Assignments are in your life to help you fulfill your assignment. Assignments want you to be in divine alignment with your assignment simply because they're in divine alignment with their assignment. Real recognize real, and you look familiar. Assignments want more for you. They are in your life to give you something. They're in your life to pour into your life. They're in your life to speak life into your life. Somebody just type life. Type life. Type assignments. People who are assignments, you can do life with assignments. Because assignments are in alignment. So many times, because we have an attachment, we have a misalignment. Assignments help us to course correct. Assignments, in many cases, are accountability partners. They will sustain, they will deposit into you to make you fruitful and fulfilled. And here's the thing: when a person is attached to you, they are connected to you. Here's the thing: for as long as the relationship benefits them. Are you hearing me? I need you to recognize the signs. Attachments are only in your life. They're only connected to you for as long as the relationship benefits them. What do I mean? When the benefits run out, they run out. Are you hearing me? When there's no longer any more benefits, when they can't make any more withdrawals because they've bankrupt you so much. Vamoose. You can't find them in the daytime with a flashlight. Calling the cell phone, voicemail. Trying to email, blocked. You would have thought their social media page don't even exist no more. You know what I'm saying? They're only connected to you for as long as the relationship benefits them. An attachment will detach simply because they were never assigned. And here's the thing: an assignment is connected to you not for what they can get from you, for what they can contribute to you. They're not running out if the benefits aren't there. They see you as a benefit and a necessity, right? Because they're not just with you because of your profession. They're with you because of who you are as a person. They understand that your value is not in what you have. Your value is in who you are. Type value, type value, type value. Yeah. Type value. And here's the mistake that we make. The mistake that we make is that we try to reattach to a detached attachment rather than blessing and releasing them. That's what we try to do. We try to reattach to a detached attachment rather than blessing and releasing them. Yeah. And here's the thing: before partnering, what do you have to make sure of? You have to make sure that your steps are ordered. How do I make sure that my steps are ordered? I have to make sure that my steps are ordered through purposeful living. Why is that? Because too often, what we want to do is we want to jump the broom over purpose and just partner. Listen, the topic is purpose partner for a reason. But what we want to do a lot of times, because we're so enamored, because we're so attracted, because we're so, um, in many cases, we've been so eviscerated simply because of how somebody looks, because of the swag that somebody has, because of the style, because of the it factor that they possess. Hmm. To where, listen, I don't forget about purpose. I just want a partner. You just want to jump the broom into partnership. But here's the thing: purpose is a prerequisite to connecting with your purpose partner. I didn't say purpose is a prerequisite to connecting with a partner. You can find a partner anywhere, but a purpose partner you can't find everywhere. Hmm? A partner is a 7-Eleven. A purpose partner is a Ruth's Chris. Hmm? A partner is a thrift store. Everybody done tried it on. A purpose partner is a Saks Fifth Avenue. You got to have, if you're going to do some real shopping, got to make an appointment with a personal shopper, with a specialist. Don't you just you don't need just partnership, you need purposeful partnership. And here's one thing that you have to realize. You have to realize that you are anointed for your assignment. You are anointed for your appointed time. What God can do, God can give you the desires of your heart suddenly as you walk faithfully. But you can't focus so much on the destination that you don't take decisive steps each and every single day towards your journey. Don't focus so much on the destination that you don't enjoy the journey of loving you, the journey of getting to know you, the journey of walking in your purpose, the journey of healing, the journey of detaching from an attachment, the journey of understanding that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning, the journey of finding joy, the journey of enjoying your own company. If you don't enjoy your own company, what makes you think that I'm going to enjoy your own company? If you don't enjoy your own company, why would I enjoy yours? Hmm? You're running from being alone. What are you afraid of? You scares you? No wonder why you call them your boo. Totally afraid. You have to understand this. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's what the aphorism says. Every step is a necessary component toward the fulfillment of the blessing that you desire to embrace, to step into, and to have. Are you ready for more tonight? Type more. Type more. Are you ready for more? Let's go to part 3. Let's go to part 3. Are you ready for more? Show me for sure. Type more. We're going to go. We're going to grow to the next level. So often, this is what we do. We give all of ourselves to people, but only pieces of ourselves to God. Let me say it again. Oftentimes, We give all of ourselves to people, but only pieces of ourselves to God. And then we wonder oftentimes why our heart is in pieces when we gave all of ourselves to people and people left us in pieces, but we didn't give all of our heart and all of ourselves to God. We thought we were going to get more. Yeah, sometimes we got more than what we bargained for. And I ain't talking about a good way. Right? We got some parting gifts that ended up not being gifts, but were curses. How many times have you given your all to somebody, to someone, only to receive a little? And that sometimes that's something to shout about even if you got a little, because generally you get nothing in return. Gave your heart, gave your time, gave you money, gave you energy, gave your body, but was still broken internally. The hurt you received in exchange for what you gave wasn't worth it. Let me say it again. The hurt you received in exchange for what you gave wasn't even worth it. And here's the thing, a lot of times we invest more into people than we invest into our spiritual connection and spiritual relationship with the one who created us. What if you gave your all to him like you gave your all to them? Because here's the thing that I realize. People will easily throw you away. People will easily throw you away for your mistakes. People will easily throw you away for your missteps. People will easily throw you away for lack of measuring up to their approval of you. But those are the same people who want the same grace for their missteps. Those are the same people who want the same grace for their mistakes. Those are the same people who want the same love and compassion that they did not show you when they did not measure up. Come on. People will throw you away on judgment or speculation when in reality you got the truth of who they are. They throwing you away on hearsay. They throwing you away on judgment, and they don't even have a law degree. They're throwing you away on speculation, but you got the truth of them and you still embrace them. Woo! It's tight tonight. I can feel the tension. You could cut it with a knife. Here's the thing. Despite your mishaps, despite your mistakes, what does God do? God still extends his love. How does he do that? He does it with forgiveness. He does it with grace. He does it with giving you what you couldn't even work for. Because here's the thing about grace. I can't work for it. Grace is unmerited favor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's grace that puts you in a different place. You know, it's like you having children. Mm-hmm. Children, the grades ain't really that great this semester. They didn't really behave that well. And you still gave them allowance. Now, maybe you would have gave them a little bit more. We got finite grace as human beings, right? But you still got them some new Jordans. You still got them the PS5. You still took them to their favorite restaurant. And in many cases, to a certain degree, they are embarrassed knowing they shouldn't be receiving what you gave them, but you're gracious. Why? Because your love for them supersedes their liability. Your love for them supersedes how they could not measure up. And here's the thing, if you gave God your all, or even just a little bit more than what you've been giving him, then here's the thing, you won't have to chase them. I need you to understand this. You don't have to chase anything if you become everything that you're created, that you were called to be. Hmm. Yeah. When you're chosen to receive it, you don't have to chase it. Too many times, what we're doing, we're trying to chase blessings. I ain't got to do that. All I have to do is become a blessing. And as a result, blessings are going to chase me. I don't have to chase paper. I don't have to chase money. If I chase purpose, paper, money, opportunities, open doors are going to chase me. Why? Because I don't have a handout to take. If I got a handout at all, it's one to give. When you're chosen to receive it, here's what, you never have to chase it. You never have to chase what you were chosen to receive. Because here's the thing, anything you're trying to chase is running away. Chasing the dog's running. Chasing a rabbit, I don't know, shout out to the rabbit owners, it's running or it's hopping. Bugs Bunny, yeah, there it is. What's up, Doc? it's, it's, it's moving away from you. You never have to chase what you were chosen to receive. Here's the fallacy. Here's the mistake that we make. A lot of times, we're trying to wait till we have someone to feel like we are someone. Let me say that again. Don't wait till you have someone to feel like you are someone. Singleness is not a curse. Singleness is a blessing. Singleness gives you the space and the place to be able to do as much as you need to do and as you want to do without any parameters. Without somebody trying to shackle you and shield you, to where you can walk in your purpose, you can do what it is that you were created to do in a way that only you can do it. Come on here. Never have to chase what you've chosen to receive. Right? And here's the thing, you never will have to search for people, for the wrong people to love you simply because you're void of self-love. Singleness should mean wholeness. Here's the thing about single. Single is one. I'm more English than mad, but one thing I understand about one, one is a whole number. Why do you feel defeated? Why do you feel deflated? Why do you feel like a fraction? Why do you feel like you're fractured? Simply because you're single. Simply because you may be in we say in between jobs, in between relationships. Right? You the one calling yourself relationally unemployed. No, no, no. Employ yourself. Employ your purpose. Why? Because when God is your source, you'll have all the resources that you need. What will he do? He's going to provide you with all things, even when you have nothing at all. And oftentimes, the fact is that when you're thirsty for the wrong thing, you end up accepting and settling for anything. Come here, come here. When when you're thirsty for the wrong thing, you always end up parched, if not dehydrated. When you're thirsty for the wrong thing, you always end up accepting and settling for just anything and everything. Why? Because you're not pruning your purpose. You're not in the place of your purpose. You're not in the aspect to where, here it is, you're honing your mindset. You're developing your skill set. You're sharpening your tool set. Why? So that you can be an asset in any and every environment. That's what it's all about. Listen, if you're not a part of the Eagles Academy, you want to sharpen your mindset, your skill set, your tool set, be an asset in every and any environment. Go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. It's where I coach, it's where I teach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor, it's where I empower you to grow your greatness with strategy, structure, solutions, systems to soar into greater success. I'm giving you the ideas. I'm increasing your ideas, your impact, and your influence around other eagles. That's right. Where are my eagles at? Around other eagles. Now, notice I didn't say chickens. Notice I didn't say pigeons. Notice I didn't say vultures. But other eagles who want to soar into more. Why? Because they understand that a win for you is a win for them too. You don't just go as far as your dream, you go as far as your team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Join us in a team that's not in a team of competition, but a team of collaboration. High energy, high impact, high influence, high thinkers, high level workers. Come on, come on. We'll embrace you with wings of love. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Go there right now. Tap the join now button. Become a member. You won't regret it. When you're dissatisfied, here's what you do. You now surround yourself with different bodies to make you feel like somebody. See, when you're thirsty for the wrong thing, you'll settle for just anything from anybody. And then as a result, when you're dissatisfied with really yourself, you now surround yourself with different bodies to make you feel like somebody. hmm You really need a prayer partner, but you settle for a party. hmm You always feel empty simply because you're looking for someone to fill your void. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. As human beings, our greatest desire internally really is to where we can unveil ourselves to somebody without judgment, to where our vulnerability is not used against us, to where somebody doesn't just pull something out of their mental filing cabinet simply because there was a misstep, there was a mistake, there was an error, and now they want to beat us over the head with information that we disclose to them. What we really want is that we really want to reveal ourselves to somebody, and we want somebody to reveal themselves to us. High level of intimacy. What is intimacy? Into me see. You're allowing somebody to see into you. Thereby, you see into somebody else. That ain't with everybody. That's only with a purpose partner. Are you hearing me? Listen, a lot of people may have information on you, but very few people can you disclose revelation to. hmm Yeah. Yeah. You dating for data information, but a purpose partner only has revelation. Flesh and blood didn't reveal this to you. Whom do men say that I am? You can give me information. Some say you this, some say you that. But divine revelation speaks to something totally different. And here's the thing, a need that is left unfulfilled, a need that is left unaddressed is dangerous. Listen, when they said desperate times call for desperate measures, they didn't lie. Why? Because people who are needy go to desperate measures and great lengths because here it is of the intensity of their thirst. Yeah. When you're needy, when you're thirsty, you will settle, but you'll never get to the next level. When you're needy and when you're thirsty, when you're needy and not needed, when you're thirsty and you can't pour into anybody, you'll always lower your standards simply for the sake of having somebody. Well, everybody got somebody. Everybody this, everybody that. I want to be like everybody else. Rather than being distinct and distinguished, they may have got their person quickly, but they don't have any longevity. You may have been a late bloomer in the game. While they running sprints, God's preparing you for a marathon. You're preparing your marathon mission to somebody who gets winded easily and can only sprint at a certain distance for a certain amount of time. Hmm? A person cannot fill the void in your life or make you happy if you're not happy with yourself. And here's the thing, when you're not happy, people around you are not happy. Misery loves company. I don't know about you, but I will be neither. And here's the thing, we go into relationships looking for people to make us happy. We place the fulfillment of our happiness on a particular person. I don't want you to make me happy. I want you to add to it. Why? Because I'm going to be happy. Matter of fact, forget just happiness. I'm going to have joy. Happiness is based on what's happening. Are you hearing me? If the food ain't right, if the temperature ain't right, if the thermometer ain't right, if the atmosphere ain't right, if the dress don't look right, if the event didn't turn out right, now your attitude is off simply because your happiness is in what is happening. The relationship is not right. The marriage is having its ups and downs. It's based on what is happening. You got to have joy. Nobody can, no human being is going to give you joy. I know what Anita Baker said. She said, you bring me joy. Really, bringing is adding. They ought to add to the joy that you have. They ought to add to the happiness, but they cannot be the sole source of fulfillment for your joy and your happiness. You placing too much capacity on a human being who is a finite creature who only has, yes, the intent, but they only have the extent. People can have the intent, but they can only go so far as their extent. And as a result, because we're trying to be somebody's joy, because we're trying to be somebody's happiness, now we overextend ourselves. Hmm? We're trying to add to other people's happiness. We're trying to add to other people's joy. And here's the thing, you cannot give anybody anything that you don't have. So depleted. How in the world are you trying to pour from an empty cup? You ain't got nothing in it other than lint, cobwebs, dust. been so thirsty, been so parched, been so dehydrated that even the type of poor people that you pour into when you do have something, they got holes in their cup. They can't even receive from you anyway. I can't give what I don't have. If you're void of love, if you're void of affirmation, you can't give it. And in most cases, here's the thing, you'll refuse to receive it. Why will you refuse to receive it? You refuse to receive it because of how you've been treated. The treatment has not moved into a place of transformation. It's been rooted in trauma. The treatment has been triggered to where now you're suspicious of good people, but you embrace those who are challenged. If you're suspicious of people who are good to you and for you, don't be mad if those people are suspicious of you too. We have a generation of people, in many cases, where we become enamored with the wedding, but we don't plan for the marriage. You planned a wedding, but did you plan a marriage? Listen, you can't say I do to me. They can't say I do to you if you or them have not first said I do to you. How are you saying I do to your purpose? If you're lazy with your purpose, you're telling me I don't. If you refuse to be an expert in your field of expertise, you're saying I don't. If you don't with you, what makes you think you will do with them? How you are in your singleness will either lead to a marital bless or a marital mess. You can't say I do to me if you haven't first said I do to you and the purpose that God gave you. You can't expect a purpose partner if you have not first partnered with your purpose. And here's the thing, many of us don't have a purpose partner. We have a toxic partner. We have a pattern partner. We have a petty partner. We have a trauma bond partner. Why? Because we're conformed, we're not transformed. Because we're conformed and not transformed, the people who we partner with will not be transformed either. I don't attract what I want, I attract who I am. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. Right? Toxic partner, trauma bond partner, pattern partner, petty partner. As a result, you're in an entanglement. No, I ain't talking about Will and Jada. I'm talking about you having the will, but you still feel jaded. Are you with me tonight? We ain't talking about Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Talking about you having the will, but you still feel jaded. Why? Because oftentimes we are treating relationships like we at the playground on the monkey bars. Let me say it twice because it's also nice. Stop treating relationships like you at the playground on the monkey bars. Some of y'all couldn't get past 2 of the monkey bars. You slipped off the first one when you just grabbed a hold of it. You fell right on your back on the grass. Swinging from person to person. Thinking the next one gonna be the best one. But you're never best for yourself. Swinging from person to person that you forget who you are as a person. Know everybody else's identity. Know everybody's likes. Know everybody's idiosyncratic behavior. Know everybody's aspirations. You don't even know your own. Hmm? Somebody just type purposeful partnership. Come on, type it. Purposeful partnership. Part 3, if you ask me. Why? Because marriage is a ministry. If serving is below you, marriage is beyond you. And not even that, relationships. Because relationships are like the hospitality industry. Hospitality industry for a conference, hospitality industry at a sporting event, hospitality industry at a concert, hospitality industry in the hotel field, hospitality industry in culinary. Those people who are workers, who work by the sweat of their brow, who understand the enormity of people, don't expect to be served. They expect to serve. And not just serve, but service with a smile. Chick-fil-A, they don't even say you're welcome. They say my pleasure. Come on. But we like to say we serve with a nasty attitude and say you ought to be glad I did what I did for you, and then bring it back up to them. Last it ain't even the 4th of July and I'm already feeling fireworks. Come on. You pull up to Ruth's Chris, you pull up to Chick-fil-A right before they take your order. They don't ask you. You ought to be glad. Did you enjoy the last meal that you had last time that you were here? They don't come up in your face. You ought to be glad that I seated you in this seat. Hmm? Come again, manager? Get him. Get him, please. They talking out the side of their neck. Hmm? But people want to throw up in your face what they do for you. Come on. That's not the act of service. If you only did it for me to say you did it for me, you didn't really want to do it for me. It was for you. Ah, there it is. It's like a math problem. I just figured it out. There's the answer. If you only did it for me to say you did it for me, you didn't really want to do it for me. You were doing it for you. It was for your ego. It was so that you could have something to pull out of the file cabinet when you felt as if we were in a jam. Come on now. Ulterior motives. Marriage is ministry. Relationships are ministry. If serving is below you, relationships, marriage is beyond you. Marriage is a ministry. Marriage is a merger. Two becoming one is going to be some friction. Heard somebody say, when you say your vows to your spouse, you're not really husband and wife yet. I'm like, come again? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Stop the press. Wait a minute. Exchange the rings. Bride came down in the long train, all white looking right, in her gown. Here comes the bride is playing, getting ready to cut the cake. Cake so big, you can't even see the couple cutting the cake. Y'all come around on the side because you looking at that angle. No, you ain't gonna even see us. Ministers marrying everybody. Got everybody pomp and circumstance. What do you mean when you say your vows and you exchange your vows that you're not husband and wife? He said, no, you're man and woman. Husband and wife, it takes years to develop. A husband should be a house band. A wife should not be a knife. She should offset strife. A husband should not be a hammer. A wife should not be a cutter. She should be a consoler. Holla at me in a few years. Because it was always be wary of the 7-year itch, to where marriages are decimated prior to that time. But in many cases, people not waiting 7 years no longer. Marriages are dissolving and in dissolution and irreconcilable differences in 7 months. Marriage is a ministry. Somebody stop serving. Marriage is a merger. Two becoming one causes friction. Not only are we merging ourselves, we're merging our finances, we're merging our families. You don't just marry the person. A person's not just a silo. A person comes with a package deal. Marrying their children too. Marrying the family. And we don't ask the questions. How were you raised? Did you see love in the home? If you didn't, how did it shape you? If you did, how has it shaped you? What does love look like to you? What is your love language? And here's the thing, we're trying to love people the way we want to love them versus the way they need to be loved. And the problem is when you're trying to love somebody the way they need to be loved, but they don't even know how they need to be loved. Why? Because they haven't checked in with themselves. They're not just emotionally intelligent enough when it comes to you. They're lacking emotional intelligence internally, lack of self-awareness. You trying to love them the way you want them to be loved. You trying to give them all gifts, but they want service. What are their levels of a love language? Sometimes their level of a love language can't be classified in the 5 love languages from Gary Chapman. Maybe one of their love languages is safety, not just physically, but emotionally. Safety to where if I tell you this information, you won't treat it like a key that you can take and copy and give to somebody else. I can walk boldly in the restaurant, at the event, with you, greeting your friends, you greeting my friends, knowing that you didn't tell them about issues that we have, things that I've disclosed to you that may have been painful, to where now I got my head on a swivel, wondering, did you say what you said to who you said it to about me and what I told you? That's safety. That's safety. You can't buy that. That's safety. You can't quantify that. Marriage is a ministry. Marriage is a merger. Marriage is ministry. Loving her like Christ loved the church. Submission. Ooh, submission is not slavery. Loving her like Christ loved the church, that's a big thing. Because the way Christ loved the church, do y'all know what he did? He had to die. What is a man willing to die to so your not just relationship, but marriage can live? Can he die to his ego? Can he die to lust? Can he die to just having it his way or no way? Can he die to control? What do you Can you submit without seeing that submission is slavery? Submission, sub meaning under, mission meaning a vision. No, I know you can't expect a man to try to take you somewhere if he don't know where he's going. But what do you do when he does know where he's going? But y'all pulling rope one angle to another angle, trying to see who's going to have the say so. Because all you want to do is be a power couple, but not purpose partners. And oftentimes, power couple means power struggle. Who's willing to serve who? Marriage is a ministry, marriage is a merger. But here's another thing, marriage is also a mirror. Hmm? Sometimes it's smoke and mirrors. Sometimes it's not even the mirror is a mirage. Because not only will marriage expose the beauty, and we glad about that. You ain't taking selfies no more. You said, Lord, deliver me from selfies. Now I'm taking ussies. On a vacay, sand in your toes with Bay. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a lovely day. I might as well write you a poem right now. I might as well do it. I don't need no paper, no pad, no pencil, none of that. Holiday time, matching pajamas. Oh yeah. Marriage is a mirror. We love the beauty, but marriage is also a mirror to expose the ugly. Who you are on your own when you're single. A lot of times you feel like you got it all figured out. But the ugly side of you don't always show up until you with somebody else. Hello, somebody. Why? Because sometimes disagreements form. Yeah. Listen, ain't nobody perfect. Get the person who's perfect for you. But even if though the person is perfect for you, that doesn't mean it's gonna always be perfect. Come on. Come on. Get the person who's perfect for you. But even though the perfect person is perfect for you, they're still imperfect. The relationship is not gonna always be perfect. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Won't always be roses. And even if it is always roses, it's got thorns attached to it. Why? Because I have to deal even with your trauma. Mhm. The things that you still deal with, the negative childhood development, the issues that you have experienced, the pain that sometimes that you feel like you have addressed in your singleness that now arises in your relationship, much less your marriage. The issues of insecurity. No matter how much somebody can make you feel secure, if you feel insecure, it ain't them, it's you. Hmm? And here's a question. Matter of fact, here I want to ruffle your feathers tonight, my Eagles. Matter of fact, you're not part of the Eagles Academy. Join that. That's a good place to praise them. The Eagles Academy. The Eagles Academy. If you're not part of the Eagles Academy, join the Eagles Academy. EaglesAcademy.com. It's where I coach, it's where I teach, it's where I train, it's where I mentor. We build brand identity. We develop your relationships, your purpose, your gifts, increasing your impact, your influence, your ideas, developing your mindset, your skill set, your tool set, giving you the strategies, the structures, the solutions to grow your greatness. Here's the question that I want to ask you. Not only why have you not joined the Eagles Academy? Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. Here's the question I really want to ask you. If you weren't you, would you be with you? Where's my exit? Where's my exit? Where's the end stream button tonight? All right, there it is. There it is. Whoop, there it is. If you weren't you, would you date you? Hmm? Th- Lord, I want somebody to want me. But can they deal with what comes with you? I know you're fine. Halle Berry, Nia Long, Janet Jackson ain't got nothing on you. Morris Walnut, Chestnut, whatever he is, ain't got nothing on you, bro. Michael B. Jordan, got nothing on you. Denzel, oh well, nothing on you. I get it. You're fine, but what else? You're beautiful, but what else? You're pretty, but what else? You're handsome, but what else? If you weren't you, would you date you? Would they be able to handle what comes with you? Well, yeah, well, we a package deal over here. I'm talking about more than just your children. I'm talking about your character. I'm talking about not just your profession, but really who you are as a person. I'm not talking about you being a human doing, that you being a human being. When you're really angry, what do you like? Can they handle that? When you're really off, hmm? The content of your character. Yeah. Not just your credit score, and that's part of it too. M- Marriage is a merger in every way, shape or out of shape and form. Come on, right? Marriage is a merger, marriage is a ministry, marriage is a mirror. It's a ministry because you serve one another. It's a merger because you partner with one another. Shouldn't be competition, it should be collaboration. It's a mirror because it not only will expose the beauty, but it will unmask the ugly. And here it is. Some of us hold on to that representative like we holding our breath. And we can only do that for so long until I got to come up for air. And then bada boom, bada bing. I did not even know you was like that. You ain't even coming correct. You coming incorrect. A purpose partner understands this. I've had enough opponents. I need a teammate. I've been with enough people who I've had to fight with. I need somebody who I can fight for. You've had friendships, you've had associates, you've had relationships where people want to fight with you. How many times have you really been with people who want to fight for you? Not an opponent, but a teammate. And really, what we're trying to do, we want to take our baggage that oftentimes becomes garbage, the messiness, the brokenness of our life, the wounds that one day we're wishing on a star, crossing our fingers, hoping that those wounds will become wisdom, not realizing or should come into the greater awareness and understanding that only God can give us the healing tissues for our hurting issues. By blessing, by touching, by healing the infirmity, the things that in many cases we cover with makeup. We hide it under a suit. Try to walk over it in high heels. Try to moonwalk away from it in Gucci slides. Looking for other people to fulfill only what God can fulfill. And here's the thing. Not a man, not a woman, not money, not a car, not a career, not clothes, not possessions. None of that will satisfy you, but it'll only pacify you. All of those things that I mentioned, they will pacify, but they will never satisfy. Why? Because you'll always be reaching, but never grasping. It'll be trying to hold the air in your hands. And it's something that's elusive. And like I said, when you're thirsty for the wrong thing, you always end up parched, if not dehydrated. Think about a parched person. Think about a dehydrated human being crawling through the desert. Everything that they see, they think they see a lake, but it's a mirage. Oftentimes we're crawling from relationship to relationship. We think we see the best, but we're reaching out of the worst. And the worst thing that happens is when you choose somebody out of pain, you choose somebody out of weakness. And Lord have mercy, by the time you get healed in the midst of the marriage, in the midst of the relationship, you wake up one day and say, what in the world did I just do? Who in the world did I choose? Why? Because I chose out of weakness and not out of strength. I chose out of being thirsty rather than being fulfilled. I chose out of being lonely rather than realizing just because I'm alone doesn't mean I'm lonely. And I don't just have to settle for anybody's company. John chapter 4, woman at the well causes us to mention and realize that here it is, only Jesus can satisfy a thirsty soul. He said, listen, man who you with, you had 5 husbands, the man who you with Ain't even yours. Spiritual satisfaction doesn't come from a natural transaction. We're looking for people to make us whole, but here it is. We still have a hole. Yeah. We're looking for people to feel the hole that is within us to make us feel whole as a person. That's too much pressure you putting on people. Why? Because people are not your source. People can be your resource. I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Contacts to contracts, a resource. But people are not your source. Only God, who provides his living water, gives us a reset, gives us a refreshing, gives us a satisfaction for the thirsty soul. And here's the thing, all of us are thirsting for something. Come on, don't act like you just so evolved. Don't act as if the world revolves around you. Don't act like you just so, you know, you came out the womb speaking in tongues. But don't act like you've always had it together. Don't act like you just an angel who fell from heaven. Well, that's a fallen angel. So yeah, is that wrong? Don't act like you got a halo. And in many cases, the reason why the halo ain't moving because probably some horns holding it up. Come on. All of us are thirsting for something, but here's the thing. We all have a craving. We all have a deep desire. But the problem is when we want people to be our supplier. Do you hear what I'm saying? We all have a craving. We all have a thirst. We all have a hunger. We all have a desire. But the problem is when we try to make people our supplier. It didn't say Brianna shall supply all my need. Didn't say Rachel G shall supply all my need. Didn't say Kayla shall supply all my need. Didn't say Ruby shall supply all my need. Didn't say Osamui shall supply all my need. God shall supply all my need. We're expecting people who can, in many cases, oftentimes, give us, yes, what we want, but they don't always have the capacity to give us what we need. And when we're needy, we make ourselves susceptible to be gaslit. When we're needy, it's easy to make ourselves susceptible to someone who's narcissistic. We don't need to be needy. We need to put ourselves in a position with our purpose for a purpose partner to be needed. Why? Because I'm so much so in divine connection with him that I can hear how to serve you. Do you hear what I'm saying? What we have not done is that we have not allowed God into the cracks, the crevices, the corners of our soul. We've only had a surface type of connection and relationship. We've had a sign on our door, keep out. We've had a caution, do not cross, simply because of the skeletons that are in your closet that you refuse to address. The skeletons that are in your closet that in many cases still have meat on the bones because you refuse to unpack and address what's been screaming for you to address it. The abandonment, the neglect, the trauma, the turmoil, the negative childhood display and connection, the people who you thought were praying for you, but were literally preying on you, sitting on the sideline, expecting your demise, the hurt that you experienced, that now you operate out of the same hurt that was exacted upon you, the transformation that your soul is screaming for, but you keep hitting the mute button. Hmm? The secret places that oftentimes so painful to where you wouldn't even dare to utter a word. Because you know, even the people who have the best intentions would oftentimes see the worst in you. Who am I talking to? That's what God wants access to. Hmm? But here's the thing. We have to get to the place to where we say, I'm going to get over me so I can allow him to get to me and heal me. No, no, it's not that you're trying to get to him. His door is open. It's him trying to get to you. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. You keep looking through the peephole, though. Hello, somebody. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to look through the peephole. You got a ring doorbell. You see it on your phone. You see he's at the door. I got to get over me so he can get to me. And in the process, heal me so I can become the right one for the right one. And I first start off by being right for me. Doesn't matter if I have a purpose partner, if I have not addressed my pain points. Because guess what? If I have not addressed my pain points, it will become a painful partner rather than a purposeful partner. Hmm? I, I can't address what I won't confess. Come on, somebody just type healing. Healing looks good on you. Healing is the children's bread. Come on, somebody just type healing. You can't address what you won't confess. You can't heal from what you won't deal with. You can't confront what you decide to remain confused about. You can't fight what you refuse to face. And here's the thing. God never needs any new information. He knew it before even we classified what knowing anything was all about. You trying to keep away from God what he already knows? Hmm? You trying to listen, I broke a vase before, a vase. And I was trying to hide it from my mama. She already knew I had broke it. Mhm. It's like you trying to hide something that you broke from somebody, a family member, whatever loved one. They weren't in the house, but they got cameras in the house. I already knew it. What you hiding it for? Hmm? Let's address it by confessing it. Let's address it by admitting it. Let's not ignore it. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Let's address it so that we can find real, practical, tangible steps to be able to get over it, to be able to heal from it, to be able to move on and not just say, cool, I'm good, bet, I'm all right, and everything be all wrong. We grant access to people, but we deny access to God. Mm-mm-mm. Let me say that twice because it's oh so nice. We grant access to people, but we deny access to God. We grant access to people who don't know anything about us, but we deny the one who created us. Can we make it make sense? And here's the thing. When you lean to your own understanding, you'll fall. I still have to trust him when I can't trace him. And many times we don't want to trust God. Here's what we want to do. We want to help God. Mhm. You know you saw the red flags with that person. Matter of fact, their mama told you, nah, you shouldn't mess with them. Their own mama. On my mama. On my hood. Yeah, that one. Their brother or their sister said, nah, they got some growing up to do. Matter of fact, they told you, you don't want to mess with me. But here's what you had to do. Nah, I'm going to make this one mine. I'm going to Olivia Pope this thing. I'm going to build a bear. I'm going to build a bay, build a boo. And now who's running? You. We don't trust God, so we want to help God. God, let help me help you. I know what's best for the both of us in this thing. He don't need your help. He he trying to help you get out, right? So here's what he never receives any new information. I got to let him lead me. Not that he chooses for me, but he gives me signals. He gives me signs. He gives me discernment that oftentimes we ignore, right? Because we have a time schedule. We have a time frame. We hear the inner tick tock of the biological clock, and it can't stop, won't stop. We start stressing. We stop trusting. Hmm? Yeah. It's like Adam in the garden, knowing he's sin, and God saying to Adam, why are you hiding? What you hiding back there with a leaf on? Fruit of the looms. You didn't think I saw it? I was born at night. Matter of fact, I wasn't even born at night. I was never born. Before anything was ever born, I was here. Come on. Oftentimes, when we get out of the get out of line, we get in his way and we don't get out of our own way, much less his own way. Here's what we do. Now we set ourselves up for a headache instead of a helpmate. We set ourselves up as a head for a headache and a hindrance rather than a helpmate. Why? Because we're not in sync. We're not linked. We're not in divine alignment with our assignment. And as a result, we choose a painful partner rather than a purposeful partner. Hmm? Have you ever had someone offer just to help you, just to assist you out, just to be there for you with a particular task, but they were no help at all? Here's the thing: they were just in the way. They were more of a headache than a helpmate. They were a headache and a straight up hindrance. They were just all up in your way, not in sync with you at all. They didn't have prior knowledge about what it is that you wanted them to help you with. They were really no help at all. And then here's the thing: they had an attitude when they were helping you. You didn't have to help me. If you're gonna have an attitude with me, you acting like you doing me a favor. Not with that attitude. Go on somewhere. And it was so bad, so much so that you said this. Deep breath, of course. Thanks, but no thanks. I got this. Why? Because it's gonna take me longer to complete it with you than it would be if I completed it on my own. I got this. You're in my way. How many times have you delayed what God has for you simply because you tried to help him with your attitude because you felt like you knew more than he did? You got in the way of what he prepared for you by trying to prepare something in place of what he prepared because it wasn't moving as fast as you wanted it to. Am I talking to you? You got to try to help yourself out by simply not getting in the way of what he already has assigned and prepared. Here's the thing: when God is not working on things for you, he's working on you for what he has for you. Let me say it again. When God is not working on things for you, he's working on you for what he has prepared for you. It's already ready. I just got to get you ready. Come on. Somebody just type is ready. Somebody just type is ready. He's ready. She's ready. It's ready. I just got to get you ready. I'm trying to catch you up to something that's waiting for you at the finish line. But here's the thing: you won't run in a straight line. You keep zigzagging. You keep making U-turns. You keep got me going in circles. I don't know who sings it. Some old school group. All around and around and around you go. If you just go in this straight line, things are going to be aligned. Hmm? I'm trying to make you a marathon long distance runner. Why? Because I got to get your wind up. You get fatigued too easily. Your faith gets too fatigued. Your faith gets fatigued too easily. But the person who I have for you, who's a prepared purpose partner, is not a sprinter. They're a marathon runner. Their goal is not to get married, not just to get married. Their goal is to stay married. Do you hear me? A purpose partner, a marathon runner's goal is not just to get married. Their goal is to stay married. They're not so caught up on how long it took to get married. They're focused on how long we're going to stay married. Come on. They want a silver anniversary wedding. Anniversary. They want a renewal of vows. Why? Because word is their bond. They understand that a marriage, hear me, is more than a contract. It's a covenant. Hmm? You got folks who are not even loyal to their phone contract. Think they'll adhere to a marital contract or even see it as a covenant? I got to take my hands off it. I got to let him handle it. Why? Because he's working on me for what he has already prepared for me. Here it is. What is he working on? He's working on your attitude. Uh-oh. He's working on your disposition. He's working on, here it is, you always having to have the last word. He's working on you not always trying to find a problem when a solution is staring you in your face. He's working on you not blaming them for what somebody else did to you. He's working on you not thinking that this person is going to treat you or mistreat you like the other person did. He's working on you forgetting those things that are behind so that you can reach forward to the things that are ahead. He's working on you healing from a trauma bond. He's working on changing your appetite. To where you're not always reactive, but you're proactive. He's working on you not always being suspicious to see the bad in a good person simply because you were manipulated, you were gaslit in the past. He's working on you not being so emotional that you're not rational. Come on. He's got to work on the hard things so marriage isn't so hard. And I just believe for you that the next relationship that you come into the awareness of, that you embark on, is going to be God ordained. It's going to be God aligned. It's going to be God assigned. It's going to be God designed. What do I mean? In other words, you're not going to feel drained. You're not going to feel like a relationship is tantamount to an 8-hour shift. Hmm? You're not going to feel as if you have to carry somebody to be with somebody. It's not going to be financially taxing. It's not going to be emotionally and mentally exhausting. You're not going to feel, here it is, that you had to lose you to find them. It's not going to feel as if you had to betray you to be with them. Do you hear me? Hmm? The blessing of the Lord maketh rich. And that's not always just about money. That's about my mentality and addeth no sorrow. I don't want a relationship or a marriage that I got to cry about unless it's tears of joy. Hmm? Here it is. You getting ready to have a sweetheart with no sorrow. Getting ready to have something sweet, someone sweet without being bitter, without there being bitterness attached to it. Not going to have to use lemons to create lemonade out of this one. Hmm? You're not going to have to start with somebody bitter to make them better. Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody just type better is coming. Better is coming. Better is coming. Why? Because I'm getting ready to be a better person. I'm I'm not getting ready to be. I'm becoming a better person. Ain't no shoulda, coulda, woulda. Ain't no bout to this time. Better is coming because I'm becoming better. Woo! Y'all ain't got to talk to me tonight. I'll stream it to the stream. I'll scream to the stream. Better is coming because I'm becoming better in my walk, in my talk, in my actions, in my disposition, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul. I'm becoming whole. Everything that you've been through only prepared you for not only what God has for you, but for who God has for you. And I get prepared for who. And guess what? I'm also focused on you. You're the you. Becoming better. Better is coming because I'm becoming better. Why? Because the purpose partner is for a purpose. It's for a purpose because you are being connected with the right partner on purpose. And so that's why you don't have to have no trepidation. That's why you don't have to walk into a place of insecurity. You can walk boldly. You can walk confidently. You can walk by faith with your purpose partner. You can run with the vision in the right direction. Why? Because they're moving with the vision in the right direction as well. Here's the thing. You about to walk into a relationship. You about to step into a marriage that only God can get the credit for it. I'm not crying because I'm worrying. I'm not crying because I had to do warfare. I'm crying because everything I went through prepared me. Tears of joy are flowing from me. Flowing from my heart is gratefulness, right? Why? Because he's sending you the right person who brings peace, hear me, not pressure. But they bring suitability, not anxiety. If you have not liked, commented, shared, and subscribed tonight, stop playing. Stop being selfish. Start being selfless. I need you. Come on, come on, come on, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. I may not even give you the rest tonight. I may not even give you the rest because I'm vexed. And guess what? I'm about to hit the button that says next. I need you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come on, come on. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. Don't stop. Come on, come on. Share this with somebody. This is in the mix of six. Share it with at least six people. Share it with at least six people. Sister Cunningham, I'm trying to make them understand. Share it with at least six people. Come on. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's too good for you to keep it to yourself. Church mama said I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I just couldn't keep it to myself. You're about to enter a relationship that only God can get the credit for. Hear me, person who's for you will soar with you. The person who is for you won't try to clip your wings. Person who's for you, it's not going to try to make you crash into your path. The person who's for you wants to soar with you. They're not intimidated if you soar a little bit higher too. Let's soar together. I need you to make sure that if you're not a part of the Eagles Academy, tonight is your night. Right now is your now. Today is your day. This time is your time. Come on, come on, come on. Let us embrace you in the Eagles Academy. How are we going to embrace you? With strategy, structure, solutions, systems to soar to another dimension. We're giving you the mindset, equipping you with the mindset, sharpening your skill set and your tool set so you can be an asset to any and every environment. The environment of your friendships, the environment of your relationships, the environment of your marriage, the environment of your career, the environment of your calling. Stop stalling on your calling and join right now. Come on, come on. Let me increase your ideas, your impact, your influence. Get in a place where other eagles are who understand that I can't just be in a silo going after my own dream. You just don't soar as high as your dream. You soar as high as your team. Oh, I like that. You don't just soar as high as your dream, you soar as high as your team. Join the team. Join the team. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and we'll welcome you to the Eagles community home. A caring community of committed, courageous, character driven people who are called and committed. Hear me. The next tears that you cry for the relationship of the marriage won't be about what went wrong. It'll be about what's going right. Hmm? The shout that you exact, the shout that you scream about won't be one of anxiety, but one of opportunity. Why? Because the testimony that you have is going to erase the past memories. Yeah, you'll be glad you have them, but you'll still give glory to him. Why? Because the person who God is sending you, you know it could only be God sending him to you. Hmm? No, no, no. This ain't just from a blind date. This ain't just from a person slide in a DM. This is simply God sending you the person that he has for you. That it could only been God who did it. And here's the thing, through all the stuff that we go through all the stuff that we deal with, a lot of times we feel as if we're not worthy to handle or worthy to have it. And as a result of not feeling worthy to have what we've been blessed to receive, now we mishandle it simply because of a spirit of self sabotage. Because we sabotage us, we sabotage it. Because we sabotage us, we sabotage them. But here's the thing that you got to realize, everything that I've been through prepared me for what I'm about to step into. Why? Because even the wrong one was a setup for the right one. Do you hear me? Even the wrong one was a setup for the right one. The wrong one, because of the angst, because of the bitterness, because of the dismay, because of the hurt, moved you closer to him. And the healing that you experienced from him moved you closer to them. Them being the right one. Why? Because I got to understand that all things are working together for the good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to, here it is, his purpose. Ah, purpose partner. I know I have a purpose partner when they love him, because if they love him, they can love me. If they love him, they can love you. Are you hearing me? According to his purpose. If it ain't his purpose, hear me. If it's not his purpose, it's worthless. I want it according to not my purpose. Do you see this? All things work together. uh, All things work together for the good according to my purpose. That's what we want to do. And because it's my purpose, the connection was worthless. When it's his purpose, it's not worthless. It's worth more than you were even believing for. Because here's the thing, our prayers have oftentimes been plateaued. Our expectation doesn't even supersede our situation. But when it's his purpose, it's worth more that I was even believing for. Why? Because he's able. Come on, somebody just type he's able. Ah, come on, somebody type he's able. Now he's probable. Not he's doable. He's able to do exceedingly, abundantly, and above all. Here it is that you can ask or even think. You plateaued, but he's going to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or even think. You think you want a good woman, not like he want to give you one. You think you want a good man, not the way that he's capable of giving you one. Hmm? You think you want him to be fine, not like he's capable of doing it. Mm-hmm. Because he don't just want him to be attractive. He wants you to be suitable. Yeah. He wanted to be suitable. And you got to understand this, that oftentimes through the journey of love, through the journey of loss, through the ups and downs, through the vicissitudinous trials and the triumphs, the setbacks, the comebacks, your testimony will be able to be, it's all good. Why? Because you realize that it's all God. Yeah. To where you're not just choosing out of passion, you're not just choosing out of pattern, you're choosing somebody who's really a suitable partner. Hmm? And the beauty of it is that a purpose partner does not mean somebody who's unattractive. A purpose partner doesn't mean it's somebody that's ugly. Here it is. A purpose partner is somebody who's not going to treat you ugly. Mm, yeah. You chose somebody just for the outside, and that's all they had. The box looked incredible. It was a Tiffany's box. It was a Louis Vuitton box. It was a Nordstrom box. It was Gucci. God bless Gucci. It was all that. But when you opened up the package, there was a reptile inside. When you opened up the package, nothing was inside. Yeah. A shell, but no casing. A box, but no ingredients. Hmm? And you can say it's all good because, listen, they didn't see the value in you, but you saw the value in you. So it's all good. The struggle is what made you stronger. So it's all good. The rejection was redirection. All good. Somebody just type all good. The tears became testimonies. All good. The abuse showed you how God still sees you're of use. All good. The divorce didn't divorce you from your destiny. All good. The past didn't make you a product of it, but empowered you presently for your future. All good. The hurt that you experienced, you healed from, so you didn't bleed on people who didn't cut you. All good. You were able to forgive in order to live. All good. You're prepared for who's prepared to receive you. All good. You became the right one for the right one, and now you're the right one, which is you. All good. You partnered with your purpose before you expected a purpose partner. All good. That's why God is currently preparing you for the purpose partner that he has for you. Whatever you go through, know that something good will come from it for you. That's what you got to do. You got to rise above it. You got to soar above it. And the reason you'll be able to say it's all good simply because your testimony will be it's all God. I can say it's all good because I'm not looking at my situation. I'm looking through my situation. And I can see that he showed up for me in the midst of my situation. I thought they put in 3, but I see a 4th one. Like the 3 Hebrew boys. You in the fire of the divorce. You in the fire of the trial. You in the fire of the situation. But you're still able to smile. Why? Because you can say it's all good because it's all God. Got to prepare for the right one that God has for you. They'll thank God, hear me, right one for you that God has for you will thank God for you, and they'll thank God with you. Why? Because you're a gift to them, and they're a gift to you. More than who you know or who introduced you, God is the one who arranged it for the both of you. What you got to do is you got to move out the way. You got to watch how things work out in every way. Take your hands off it. Let him handle it. Let God develop it. Let him mature it. Let him nurture it. The one for you, the purpose partner for you, is not going to even compete with you. They want to collaborate you. They want to collaborate with you. Purpose partner don't want to compete with you. They want to collaborate with you. Why? Because they want to bring out the best in you. They're collaborating on assignment because their assignment is to be in alignment as your purpose partner, to collaborate, to execute the vision God gave you. And here's the thing. When people see you with your purpose partner, they're going to shake their head in amazement. And in many cases, shake your hand in amazement. They're not going to get it. but you will be able to testify and give God the credit. It's all good. We look good. Together, we're good. Purpose partner's good. It's all good because it's all God. Somebody type all God. I know you typed all good, but I don't want you to just leave it hanging like that. Type all God. When you're in that marriage, you're going to say it's all God. When you got the right one, all God. As you're becoming the right one, all God. As you're healing, all God. As he's revealing, all God. All God. And that's on God. Take it off you. Put it on him. He's the only one who can give you something better than you want for yourself. Do you hear what I just said? God is the only one who can give you something better than you want for yourself. I know you got good intentions. I know you have a good intent. Not only is his intent good, his extent is even better. God wants to write a new chapter. God wants to write your story. But hear me, you got to give him the pen. He is the author and the finisher of your faith. Speaking of author, listen, I know I'm talking to an author tonight. I know I'm talking to people who have aspirations to be an author. I know I'm talking to people who are already authors. And you got books in the garage. You got books in the back of the trunk that aren't being sold. We can't have none of that. We got to do something about that. There are those of you who have started the manuscript and you haven't finished. Let me show you how to get it done in excellence. With persistence. Taking your manuscript to the marketplace, become an authority as an author, increasing your sales. How in the world have I been able to write 16 books? Don't have any of my books, go to Amazon. You can get them as well, signed copies on EddieConnor.com. How's it that I've been able to write 16 books and every single time that I drop a book, it goes number one? Listen, ain't nothing more special about me than you. What's special is that I use a special strategy. Matter of fact, not singular, but plural. Strategies. Everything is about strategies. Let me give you the strategies to take your manuscript to the marketplace. I'm giving it to you through my bestseller book blueprint. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you have to do is plug and play. Taking my same format, developing it, making it yours from point A, not to point B, from point A to point Z. From application to check zooming to you. Get the information so that you can make the right application. I want you to go ahead and get it. You can get it right now. Download my bestseller book blueprint. It's an 81-page document that you can download right now to your phone, your computer, your smart device, whatever the case may be, whatever's clever. Go right now to accessidentity.org/author. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Generally, when you write a book, people are going to ask you to talk about the book. Got to have something to say. Can't just be mumbling and stumbling and fumbling and not knowing what you're talking about. You got to know your content. Got to know why people should invest in what you do. You got to know your why. I know you got a product, but don't forget that you're a person connecting to other people. Go ahead and get my successful speaker strategies at accessidentity.org/speaker. I love this thing. Why? Because it's literally a virtual masterclass, me on video, showing you for 4.5 hours how I do what I do, how I've been able to master my message, how I understand the art of communication, how to where when I get on stage, I wow my audience. Not only do they invite me one time, they invite me back. And then they compensate me for my time. Wouldn't you like to have that? I know you would. Go ahead and get it. I'm giving you the strategies that I've used on BET, that I've used on CBS, that I've used on NBC, that I've used on the Steve Harvey TV show, that I've used at MegaFest, talking to 800 something, 1,800 people at one time, and blazing the stage. Somebody's waiting for you to become who you are so they can become who they're supposed to be. How much longer will you make them wait? Listen, the time is now. Time is now. Seize the moment, this minute. Invest in yourself. You invested in Gucci's. What'd you really get other than a couple compliments? You invested in the dress. You invested in the car. You invested in the shoes. You invested in gym shoes. You invested in sneakers. When will you invest in you? Because you can never go bankrupt investing in yourself. Get the ROI. Get a return on investment. It only comes when we reclaim our identity. Come on. Come on. Go get it right now. accessidentity.org/speaker. I got some free resources for you too, because 2024 is not only just the year of more. 2024 is not just the year to soar. 2024 is the year to become more in order to soar. Go ahead, get my free resources. You say, where do I go get them? I'm so glad you asked. Go to theeaglesacademy.com/store. All these gems, all these jewels, all this nuggets of wisdom, all this information, all this transformation that you've received, you don't think it's going to be even more in the resources that I'm giving you? Come on. Step into my transformation station and grow your greatness. Download my free ebook, More in 2024. I want you to go ahead as well. I want you to get my digital download, video download of me talking about the art of communication. Whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Get the art of communication. This is the art of communication, is not just so much that you can blaze a stage, that you can preach the house down at your church, your community center, your college, your school. This is so how you can communicate with people. Successful speaker strategies as well. Am I connecting when I'm communicating? Your words are a paintbrush. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? The canvas is the connection. The canvas is the person. What picture are you painting when you're speaking, when you're communicating? One of the main reasons why people divorce and break up and get out of relationships is communication. If you can solve the problem of communication, you can have a lot of stick-to-itiveness. theeaglesacademy.com/store. Get the successful speaker strategies. accessidentity.org/speaker. Bestseller book blueprint. accessidentity.org/author. Get the resources there that on theeaglesacademy.com/store. I even have a package to where you can get the bestseller book blueprint. You can get the successful speaker strategies, and you can register for my academy. That's for the whole year too. The whole year, by just getting the bundle. It's the first thing on the eaglesacademy.com/store. Don't scroll past it. Invest in it. Invest in it. And here it is. When you invest in it, you invest in you. Why? Because you're making an intentional investment in your identity. Listen, I'm talking to about at least 5 people tonight who know they need to get the bestseller book blueprint. You have a book to write. I'm talking to at least 5 people tonight who know you need to get the successful speaker strategies, that you need to develop your communication. Come on, you can get better with words so that you can connect. Your promotion is tied to your communication. Your next level is tied to your communication. Language has levels. Sometimes you can't get to the right level because of your language. I'm not talking about you cussing and fussing. I'm talking about people perish for a lack of knowledge. Ignorance is bliss. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and you need to know it. You need to discover it. Talking to at least 5 people who I know can get the bestseller book blueprint, who can get the successful speaker strategies, who knows that they need to join the Eagles Academy. I want you to go right now. This is your season to soar. But here's my disclaimer. Breaking news. I hate to take the air out of the balloon. You can't soar without strategy, without structure, without solutions to go to the next level, without systems. Let's increase your ideas. Let's increase your impact. Let's increase your influence. I want to sharpen your mindset, your skill set, your tool set, so that you can be an asset in any environment. Go right now to the eaglesacademy.com. Right when you get there, when you pull up, tap the join now button. As you tap the join now button, fill out the form so that you can become a member. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So simple as do, re, mi. Come on. Let's soar into more. Let's be around other eagles. You don't just soar as high as your dream. You soar as high as your team. Join this amazing team who understand that success leaves clues. They're all about transformation and inspiration. Did anybody get anything from this tonight? If you got something from this tonight, just type purpose partner. Come on. Come on. On your mark, get set, grow. Come on. If you got something from this tonight, just type purpose partner. Yeah. All the way turned up. I can't turn back. Purpose partner, purpose partner, purpose partner. I want you to partner with your purpose tonight. Again, go to theeaglesacademy.com, tap the join now button. Come on in. Purpose partner, part 1, part 2, part 3. I want you to go back and check them out. Check out part 1. Some of y'all didn't check out part 1. Some of y'all haven't been here for all of the series. But check out part 1. Check out part 2. Go back and listen tonight to part 3. Come on. Yeah. Got a number of different series out there. Just go play it back. Take that. Rewind it back. Y'all know I'm out of time. But I am not out of truth. You can bet your bottom dollar on that one. But here's what I want to do. I want to thank you. Yes, you. Yes. I'm talking to you. I want to thank you for the love. I want to thank you for the support. I want to thank you for joining me. You say, well, you always thank us. You always tell us thank you for the love and thank you for the support. Why do I tell you that? I tell you that because like church mama said, he didn't have to do it, but he did. And I'm glad. So I always want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And this is just the beginning. We're just setting the foundation of the transformation station. And you know what it is. In the mix at 6. Live. Every single day. Monday through Friday. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On, you know it, the digital airwaves. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. But of course, particularly on YouTube. If you're not a part of my YouTube, head over to the YouTube side. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. Thank you for staying locked. If you haven't shared it, share it. But I do want you to subscribe to it on my YouTube page, youtube.com/EddieConnor. Come on, like, comment, share, subscribe. Show a brother some love. Follow me on Facebook at EddieConnorJr. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, all that. Wherever social sites are. Follow me at EddieConnorJr. And you know, if I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, shape, or form, if I can be a blessing to you, if I can come and speak at, if you want me to come speak at your church or your community center, your event, your college, your school, holla at me. Hit me up. Let me know. Let's make it happen. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family, it has been fun. But y'all know, I gotta run. As always, it's great talking to amazing people like you. This is what I want you to remember to do. Remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Peace and love. Keep sowing.
Hey, it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie. Listen, don't you want to level up in your life? Don't you want to actually dominate this year? You need strategy, you need structure, you need solutions. If you're going to level up in your relationships, you're going to identify your brand identity. If you're going to identify your identity, this is your year to become more. This is your year to do more. I'm telling you, this is the time to grow your greatness. You need to be in a secure environment, in a community that really cares about your growth, that wants to enhance it, wants to push you in a place of not just information, but transformation. for your application. I'm telling you, you don't just go as far as your dream, you go as far as your team. Join our team. Become a part of the Eagles Academy. Go right now. The EaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button and become a member of this amazing academy with so many amazing people, locally and globally, who understand that their network determines their net worth. They want to soar into success and purpose. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Go right now. The EaglesAcademy.com.